Hello and welcome to my channel, Hooray, I Divorced a Narcissist. I am your host, Heather Ray, and again at the beginning of all my videos, I just want to say that this is the hardest thing I ever did. And I don't mean to sound glib, okay, when I say hooray, I divorced a narcissist. This is more about hooray, you have life after this, okay, hooray. So today's video we're going to talk about going no contact to save your life. And I don't mean that to sound trite at all. This will save your life, okay? First and foremost, once the narcissist is out of your life, where you leave or he leaves, whatever, the narcissist is out of your life. So the first thing you have to do is block him. Block him on the phone, block him on text, block him on social media. Really, I recommend getting off social media, but we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But definitely you have to block this person on any form of communication to you. Okay, this again is to save your life. You also have to block all the family and friends that surround the narcissist. Okay, they're known as flying monkeys, and they will make your life a living hell. It'll be gaslighting times 100, okay? Because whoever they are friends with, they have talked to them and have convinced them that you're the one that has the problem and you're the one that's crazy, okay? To keep your sanity, you just can't have that noise in your life anymore. You have to block all of it, which is hard, which, you know, I mean, this was a family that I had known for 25 years, okay, all of his family. And it's just shocking when you think, God, you know me for this long and you're going to treat me like this? And you're not seeing any problems with his behavior at all. Okay, you know, that is what it is. Block, block, block. Okay, now I talked about a little bit briefly getting off social media. But it is so hard. Okay, because even if you're blocked, you know, even if you've blocked them, it's still, you just feel this need, this yearning to check in, okay? You just need that, gosh, is he sitting over there sad and stuff about, you know, about everything that's happened between us? Does he give a shit, you know? No, he doesn't. So it's not, it's just hurtful, especially like, it didn't happen to me personally, but, you know, other people, and then their significant other just gets on with their life and, you know, seems to be perfectly happy over here. And that's, I can't imagine how hard that would be to watch and to see that play out, okay? So it didn't happen in my life, and if it did, I did not want to see it. I mean, I can't tell you how much I did not want to see that. Luckily, it did not happen for me, but it happens for many people out there. I think that actually, I think that he became a collapsed narcissist after the whole, I threw him out. But, you know, that's, we can get into that later. However, it is awful to see the other person, you know, seemingly enjoy their life without you. I mean, it's fake, it's all fake. But you really, if you don't see it, then you don't know about it. And that's just what you have to do. You just have to, like, get away from it. You can start playing in your mind different scenarios and how this, you know, and you're just going to drive yourself crazy, okay? It'll just drive you crazy. So just block, 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 get off social media. Okay, so in the beginning, it is so important for you to plan every hour of your day. And I know that that might sound ridiculous, but I'm telling you, I'd wake up, I knew I was going to have breakfast, I knew I was going to get the kids up, you know, I knew, you know, just every hour of every day. And then I went to work in the afternoon, and then at work, you know, I'm just, sometimes you're almost, you know, in your own head so much, it's just hard. So if you just plan every hour every day. And I started listening to podcasts. I mean, really, this is how I began to discover everything about narcissism and about, you know, what it did to my life. Was just, I just consumed as much as I could on on the subject of narcissism. And so I was just listening to podcasts, you know, over and over again. And it's so important in the beginning to try to understand what the hell happened to your life. I get that. I do. I so get that. So you really just have to plan every hour, every day. Just like you don't want a couple hours in the afternoon, like, you know, because then your mind just starts to go, and then you're like, well, maybe I'll just check his Facebook page. And no, don't do that. Don't do that at all. So you just want to plan every hour of every day, and in those hours you do what you want to do. And that's the beauty of this, because you get to do exactly what you want to do, and that is huge. You know, you can't really even start to think about being able to appreciate that until you actually get to experience that for yourself, and you get to experience just doing happy, or doing things that make you happy, just doing happy. I guess you want to make this your life. You want to get your life back again, because you didn't have a life before. You didn't. It might have seemed like you did. You might have convinced yourself that you had a life, but you didn't. You lived every moment through that other person, or for that other person. You lived every moment for that other person. So it really is just about planning every hour of your day. Every hour of your day. So, I mean, it's just like, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. Just like the way an alcoholic has to give up alcohol. You know, you can't go to bars, obviously. You can't hang out with people that were his drinking buddies, okay? That's about that whole, almost the flying monkey thing, because, you know, if you think about it, when this person was in your life, all these people around him, you know, they were his circle. And even though you're on the outside going, wait a minute, this is not right, this is the way he's acting, and then just like, something's wrong with you, because you've been with him all this time, you know, that's just a bunch of noise. So just like you have to deal with, or an alcoholic would have to deal with, you know, getting out every situation that he might encounter at alcohol, you have to start in your life getting out anything that's going to pull that person back in, or keep that person present. He's not anymore. He's not present in your life anymore, and you need to start to live your life like he's not present, okay? So that's an addiction, okay? And I mean, when I was with, you know, someone for 25 years, okay? Every moment I know that, you know, my moment was with him. And now I'm thinking of every moment of my life is without him. And that is key. I mean, that's why I'm telling you, every hour you plan every hour out. And you don't have to do that for the rest of your life. I certainly don't do that now. But I'm just saying, in the first, you know, few months, you know, it really is so important. Because as soon as they get a glimpse or anything like that, then they can just, you know, it's called hoovering, but you just don't want that. You no contact is no contact. It's no contact. And that means, like, not stalking them online or anything either, because that's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy for you, because it's really at a time where you just need to move on. And then, like, that's in the first day, you know, the first week for sure. You know, you just have to, like, make a decision, like, this is it. This is it for me. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. You just have to keep telling yourself, I'm not doing this again. You know, you look yourself in the mirror and you say, okay, this day is going to be hard, but I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to contact him. I'm not going to let his family contact me. I'm done. You just have to do that. You have to do that. And that's in the first few weeks. And then, you know, really take inventory. If you have to stay in the house that you lived with this person, you know, it's easier, I think. There's challenges both ways. When you're out of the, when you leave him behind, you get to start, you know, you're starting fresh somewhere else. That's very hard. and very challenging, and I couldn't even begin to imagine that because I was lucky enough to stay in my house. But everything in my house reminded me of him, of the marriage. So, you know, immediately I just had to take down all of his artwork, all of it had to go. I repainted the living room. Well, first I repainted the living room, and that was just like, because I took down everything, you know, in a family room. So there's a lot of pictures, you know, and he painted, and there was a lot of paint, and they had to go. I couldn't look at those every day again. I just couldn't. So, you know, you make your space your own. You make it your own. And that is so key. So you're going to make your space your own. If it's repainting, if it's just taking down artwork. And believe me, I had no money when I was doing this. I had no money. To replace things, I would go to the Goodwill. Like my biggest thing, like on Fridays, we would go to the Goodwill, we would go to the dollar store, my kids and I, because that's what I could afford. But it was enough. I mean, my whole house is like full of positive messages about family. And that's what I needed to, and most of that was bought at the dollar store. And it was just, I wanted my kids to know that we are still a family. We are still a family. Even though he's not here anymore, we are still a family. You still have family. You have a home and you're here. And that is just so important, especially when you have children, to really, really, really understand that they understand that this is, you know, not their fault, and that they still have a family, that their lives are blown apart right now, just the same as, you know, mine, just the same as, you know, it's very hard. It's very hard. Oh, goodness. So, that's my biggest, I want you to take away from this video, is that you have to go no contact to save your life. So you're going to block him. You're going to block all the flying monkeys around him, just telling you that, oh, you must be crazy or whatever. You have to get off social media. I mean, maybe you don't want to. You know, just take a break from it for a while. You know, delete it off your phone, you know, if that's where you always go to. Just get off. I ended up just deleting my account. I deleted my account, and I came back a couple years later with a new account. And a friend of mine went through my ex-husband's account and went and blocked all the people that were on his friends list before I started my new Facebook account. So that these people were still blocked, and it was very disheartening. And the people that were still, you know, Facebook friends with them after everything I went, you know, people from church that I went to church with and stuff. I don't know. I guess maybe I just view social media different. I don't know. If they're not a friend in real life, I'm not going to have a friend with them on my computer. I don't know. That's strange. But anyway, so get off social media and start planning every hour of your every day. Every hour. Have a plan. Have something to do. Have something to do that's positive, and it's going to be forward thinking for you. Okay? And realize it's an addiction. Realize it's an addiction. And I'm telling you, it's hour by hour. And then the last is just maybe trying to change your surroundings. I mean, if you get out, then, you know, your surroundings are changed for you there. If you have to stay in the place where you and he lived, start changing stuff. Take down his stuff. Repaint. Make it yours. That's what's great about this. Your life has been blown up, for sure. You get to pick how you're going to rebuild it. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. And feel good about that, because that matters. That so matters. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this was going no contact to save your life. And if you like this, please like and subscribe below. Thanks again. I'm Hoo Ray. I'm divorced, a narcissist. Have a great day.